Ladies and gentlemen, my name is
Scott.
Hey, yo. Is that his younger brother? That's gotta be
Jeff.
The cream rise to the top, oh yeah.
And you're listening to
all the great action figures from our good friends at Hasbro.
the Fullyposeable
have your own WrestleMania with all your favorite figures.
Wrestling Figure Podcast.
And we are the Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
We're the OGs of WFP. Fullyposeable. Thank you all for listening.
Hey, welcome to episode 476 of Wrestling Figure Podcast, largest running episodic wrestling figure podcast going today. My name is Jeff, and I am the man of 1,006 ailments. And sitting alongside next to me is my real life brother, not storyline brother, Scott. Scott, say hello.
Hello.
Scott, what's going on, dude?
Did you add an ailment?
Yeah, my neck kind of hurts today, so just
gotcha. Okay.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, just add it. You know, I wake up every day with 1,004 ailments, and then I have to do checks. You know,
Exactly. Yeah. System check.
It was like vertigo, neck injury. All right, I got to add 2 ailments. So
Yeah. Knee pain.
check. Shoulder hurts. So how's everything going, man?
Okay. So the big news over the weekend, Elimination Chamber, was not the winners and the losers. It was the John Cena heel turn.
Yeah, it was a shocking surprise to all.
So I've been seeing a lot of people, and I don't know if this is just because it came in a set of 3, equating Travis Scott, The Rock, and John Cena to Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash. Stop it. Just stop it. Knock it off. Cut it out. Drop it. Right now. Drop it.
Which one of these doesn't belong?
Dude, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Knock it off right now. Look, it would be one thing if you had, say, The Rock, Cena, and a stud tag team. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Viking Raiders, I don't know. Pick a tag team. The Creed brothers, whatever they're called, throw them in there. Fine. Okay. Cool. You got 2 legends, 2 up-and-comers. Maybe that's more a little evolution than it is NWO, but okay. But Travis Scott? That's who we're going to equate to say, I don't even know who the weakest link of the original 3 NWO were. Like, there was no weak link.
No.
But who does Travis Scott compare to? It's just because there's 3 guys standing at the ring at the end of a pay-per-view does not make them the NWO. Heel turn aside, okay? No, just stop it. Cena's going to be done at the end of the year. You know the redemption arc is going to come at some point in the course of that year. He's not leaving the company as a heel. Just no. Let's appreciate this for what it is, but immediately stop comparing it to the NWO, please.
I didn't even know who Travis Scott was. I was like, who's that guy taking 90,000 sips of a can? Like literally, it was taking hella sips of a can. I was like, who is this dude? Like, why am I supposed to be excited about it? And then The Rock came out, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if
why does he love hydration so much?
I know he kept sipping his drink. It's like, dude, that's not normal. Stop it. Come on now.
I mean, cool. The dude's getting into it. He's going to play some sort of role. Good for him. But stop the comparisons, please. Let's just let this stand on its own. You can compare the heel turn if you want to. Hulk Hogan's heel turn to John Cena's, but that's where the all comparisons stop. That's it. That's it. This has a set end date, right? Cena is done at the end of this year. The NWO didn't have an expiration date when Hogan came out and dropped the big leg, right? So stop it. Just knock it off. Let's appreciate this for what it is. We know the redemption arc is going to come for Cena at some point. He's not leaving a heel. He'll realize the error of his ways and be Super Cena again. Wouldn't surprise me to see him go out like Trish did with a title around his waist. That'd be cool. But yeah, shocker. Absolute shocker.
And
did not see it coming.
And you know what the best thing is? It's been a resounding, like, people well, minus the kids that were weeping, but
or throwing their John Cena figures down the stairs.
Yeah. A lot of people have praised this, and it's very, very few negative comments, and the negative comments don't even hold water. It's from some stupid mouth breather that's, you know, it's like Eric Cartman in World of Warcraft type thing, you know? So
yeah, my bucket.
But so far it's been a resounding, people are loving this.
Yeah. Is it 18 years too late? I don't know. There's arguments to be made, but better late than never, I guess.
Best part is they did it in his final year. They did a heel turn for Cena in his final year.
And nobody saw it coming. And that's a genuine reaction you saw, just like you said.
Correct. And you know what the funny thing is you're watching Cena as Rock and Cody are going back and forth. Cena's doing his overacting. Because Cena does that quite a bit.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of overacting in the ring. And
so he's in character the whole time.
Exactly. And you're just thinking, oh, it's Cena overacting yet again, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, well done. Loved it. So now we need a heel Cena figure. That's how I'm tying it back into wrestling figures.
Hey guys, this heel Cena looks a lot like the 108 other face Cenas that I have in my collection. How weird.
Well, Cena has mentioned before in previous interviews that they had it all set to go, that he was going to turn heel. And I forget what year it was. Somebody correct me.
Yeah.
They actually had it ready to go. And Vince got cold feet and didn't do it. So do they go to that look that they were planning on going with?
Oh, maybe. Like I'm thinking a Giant Gonzalez costume would be kind of cool. Something like that. Maybe a glittery Stormtrooper helmet for him too.
Yeah. See, you get it, Scott. Why aren't you a booker?
I do.
Yeah.
I do 100%. By the way, speaking of that, earlier it was announced that natural disasters look like they're going to be going into the Hall of Fame this year. And Eddie and I were texting, of course, as we always do. And Eddie's wife, Carissa, said, hey, when Typhoon comes out, he should fall. And I said, that is brilliant. Yes, he should. Yes, he should.
Oh, that is fantastic. You know what else is fantastic is our shirts over at Pro Wrestling Tees and whatamaneuver.net. You can follow us on the Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, and the Book of Faces at Fullyposeable, Instagram, Fullyposeable WFP. You can send us any audio questions, which we have one from Justin Summers we'll get to next week. We got a lot on the show, and I'll get to that in a second. Stitcher, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Please rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. And you can send us any audio questions. Oh, I did that backwards. Shit.
How long you been doing this?
Too long, dude. It's too late. I'm tired.
That's true. We are running a little bit late tonight.
Energy drink ran off, dude. I'm done.
Yeah, your C4 exploded. It's done.
Allows other explosions. So, anyways, you guys know where to send us emails. Whatever.
Yeah, you have our information.
Yeah, you got our information. Speaking of long shows, we are going to be talking to Shawn from KWK on this show. So you guys want to tune in for that. And he's doing a lot of MRAA going over there, Scott. MRAA.
Yeah. Whole lot of MRAA.
Making retros affordable again. And a lot of his figures are also doing well on the secondary market. You will hear that in that interview. A lot of good stuff from Shawn and a lot of stuff that he goes into details on. So you want to stick around for that. The rest of it's going to basically be news. Basically, it's going to be all Mattel stuff. So Mattel's had a couple of weeks, a couple big drops that we will be getting into the news. So with that said, Scott, have you picked up anything recently?
I did pick up the new Jey Uso Ultimate. I put it on pre-order.
Okay. BBTS.
And that was it. Yes. Oh, and the Drew McIntyre as well.
Okay.
So I picked up Jay and Drew McIntyre both on BBTS.
Nice.
And as of right now, they're both still available too.
Nice, dude. Wow. Jay's even available?
Yeah, I was shocked. Jay's stuff goes quick. Like all of his other stuff that's popped up on there is gone.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if that saturation point is starting to hit a little bit because we have been getting hit with a lot of Jay figures.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but the Ultimate is still up there. And plus it's a higher price point. So that might be a reason for it too.
So haven't picked up anything over here recently, but do need to say Scott and I went to a toy show this past Saturday. There was a lot of wrestling figures.
Yes.
However, a lot of it wasn't moving. And that was surprising. They had a lot of Jakks Classics that were really priced. They were priced really well.
Yeah, $20 for Hollywood Blondes.
The Hollywood Blondes Jakks Classic 2-pack, $20. Shawn and Razor 2-pack from Jakks Classic, $40.
Yep.
A lot of figures that were priced really, really well. And
carded LJNs that were decent prices, and they were sitting.
a lot of old school Mattels that were $20. Like before, during COVID, these would have been 25, 30 at these shows.
Easy, yeah.
Really shocking at the prices for these figures. They did have BRGs. They had one lady had a whole set of like BRGs. They had Bulldogs in white, not blue.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Powers of Pain, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Who else was? I know I'm missing
I want to say Magnum.
Magnum, Macho. There was a Macho.
Yeah, Macho too. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Oh yeah, Magnum and Dusty too. Dusty.
Yes, and fair prices too. I think Powers of Pain and the Bulldogs were like 80.
They were 80 on card, not open.
Yeah, not opened.
So, anyways, yeah, I'm really shocked by the amount of wrestling figures that weren't moving.
Yeah, I didn't really see a lot of people walking around with a lot of stuff inside the show either.
Yeah.
Just a lot of people walking around empty-handed. Did see a lot of people leaving with stuff when we were walking in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just, I don't know, maybe a slow day.
A lot of Legos, a lot of big sets.
Yes.
That were, as Scott and I were walking in, people were carrying Legos out. A lot of big set, like a vehicle or something from G.I. Joe or something like that.
Yeah, figure vehicles, right.
Figure vehicles, stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. There wasn't a lot of people walking around with anything. So
yeah, I mean, normally you'll see like wagons being hauled around and big bags full of stuff. And it seemed like those were all leaving when we got there. Now, granted, we did miss the early bird because they're open for about 2 hours on an early bird deal. It's like $5 more for admission. So maybe a ton of the stuff sold then. But while we were there walking around, and we were there for, I don't know, 2.5 hours, as we tend to do. I didn't see a ton of sales going on. So it was just like a lot of looky-loos. But, for $15 to get in, it's really not that bad.
Yeah, exactly. I did pick up the Beavis and Butthead Matchbox car. That's the only thing I got. That was the only thing either
of the Hot Wheels.
That was the only thing either of us got.
Yeah, I didn't. I walked out empty-handed. I didn't pick anything up.
Yeah, well,
tempted, but didn't walk out with anything.
And plus, we've got WrestleCon and Vegas and all that stuff coming up, so that was kind of in the back of our minds and stuff. But
that tipped the scales definitely one direction.
Yeah,
was having WrestleCon and WrestleMania right around the corner. It was like, man, I could spend this money now, but then I'll be at WrestleCon. Like, if I hadn't spent this back then, I'd have it now. And it all weighs in because I'm already starting to look at autograph prices and the WrestleCon list isn't complete yet. So yeah, kind of happy I kept the money in the wallet.
So yeah, that was our trip to San Jose Toy Show. There was stuff that we wanted, but it wasn't like we needed it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, let's see if it's here in June when we're done with our WrestleMania spending.
Yeah, right. There was quite a few LJNs, I will say, actual LJNs, but there was one Bobby Heenan that you took out, and it looked like the flesh color on it was weird, and like
it looked like it glowed in the dark.
Yeah, like
it turned white.
Yeah, like me during the winter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like Winter Jeff.
Yeah.
Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. But it was carded, which was also weird. Like,
yeah, and I think he wanted $350 for it.
Yeah, that was the other part. I'm like, okay, come on, dude.
Yeah, like, dude, I don't think you did any price. I mean, because then you look at the condition of the figure, and this isn't a glow-in-the-dark variant. Something clearly happened to Bobby Heenan's skin, and it's not a good thing because his George Steele looked the same as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know where this dude was storing his figures, but they didn't look good.
The other weird thing is one of our friends has a carded axe graded at 80. I think it's 80, Scott.
Yeah, in the, what does he call it? The star case, that hard plastic protector case.
He got 0 people asking about it.
Oh, man.
It's a carded axe with the blue card from LJN, graded an 80, and he got 0 people ask. Like, nobody even asked about it, dude.
Damn, the entire weekend, because I know when we talked to him on Saturday, that's where it was, is nobody was biting on it. But still, even through Sunday, huh? He finished the weekend and nobody even asked.
Even through Sunday, he did sell.
Damn.
He did sell a couple of his big pieces. He had a Michael Jordan autographed Sports Illustrated. He sold that.
Oh, he did. So he's got some WrestleMania money. Then
he's got some WrestleMania funds.
Nice.
He did sell his Talking Freddy Krueger. That was still in box. He sold that. I can't remember if he sold his Magneto, his graded Magneto, and I forget what the other graded one. But anyways.
He had some mask stuff too. Did he part with that?
Oh, good question. I was supposed to see him Sunday, but him and his wife just came down with COVID. So
Oh no.
Yeah, so
Shoot.
I'll text him and see if he did. So I forgot to ask him about that. So
Okay.
I'll have to tell you also about the Michael Jordan story, magazine story that got a little hairy on Sunday night.
Oh, no.
Monday afternoon. I'll tell you about it later. But anyways,
Okay.
WrestleCon. Let's catch up with the names that have dropped. Julia Hart, Kevin Nash, RVD, Mandy Sachs for all you pervs out there.
Sachs.
Just it's gonna be a bunch of dudes standing around a table going boy yo 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 yo. That's all it's gonna be, dude.
Remember when Otis? Remember when he held you? That was cool.
Can we take a prom picture?
Can you jump in my arms like you did to Otis that one time? That was cool.
Ignore my heavy breathing.
I tend to breathe through my mouth. I'm sorry.
I mean, you get to meet Mandy Sachs, Nick Nemeth, Berserker. Let's round 2 with Berserker. Let's see if he'll show up this time.
Yeah, he was announced last year was a no-show, so fingers crossed.
Yep, and Dean Malenko. Oh, also Lisa Marie. She was also announced today.
Oh, cool. Okay, and are you getting the Berserker Hasbro case thing he signed?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that signed.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
So I'm trying to figure out, but I think that's going to be moved into the A tier.
Of course.
Yeah, because I need to get that signed. So, and that is the updated names for WrestleCon. By the way, have you found the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out cartridge?
No. Are you 100% you're going to do it for 150?
If you find it, I might.
Well, I don't want. If I find it, you might. Like it's going to be a like an Indiana Jones excursion, dude.
You can't just jump right to it.
No, I cannot jump right to it.
I'm doing the Indiana Jones theme.
That's not indie, dude.
Oh.
You're doing it again. That's not indie.
That's the same thing.
You just did the same thing, just a little bit louder.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, if you want me to, I will look for it. I just didn't know if you were like fully committed to. It's gonna be beat up, dude. Because I mean, we played the hell out of that thing.
I don't think it will be as beat up as you think it is.
Okay.
If you find it, let's check the condition of it. If it's if it's disgusting, then I don't.
Disgusting?
I mean, if it can't be cleaned with some Dawn Power Wash, we're not sponsored by Dawn Power Wash, but if it can't be cleaned by a little Dawn Power Wash, I don't know if I would want to do it or not. So we'll see.
Right.
We'll see if you can find it.
I'll see what the condition is.
All right, perfect. All right, we've got a little bit of pre-orders for Big Rubber, guys. You guys know about Axe Smash and Crush. All come with helmets. Demolition is $150 for the set of 3 or $50 each. Other figures available. Also, Earl Hebner over at wrestlingcollectorshop.com. Road Warriors over at Big Bad Toy Store. Cardona and Myers limited to 1,000. Cardona's Macho Look and Internet tile, and Myers with the TNA tag titles. Those are all over at Collectmajor.com. Road Warriors at Big Bad Toy Store, and Earl Hebner at Wrestling Collector Shop. Zombie figures, you want to check out Pro Wrestling Tees. Actually, I got to see if his figures are still on there. I think they are.
Yeah, good question. I did see people were receiving their CM Punk and Larry's.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ooh.
People have been getting them in hand. Yep.
Oh, that's going to go for a pretty penny on the secondary market.
I think so.
Yep.
I think so. I think people had forgotten they ordered them. And they showed up. They're like, oh, yeah, I did order this.
That's so funny.
That's the state of pre-orders now, man. You just some of these, there's so many. Sometimes you forget.
Shop.figurecollections.com for Fig Collection figures. Check out over there for a bunch of retros. They got Buff Bagwell. They got the Patriot. And I believe they still have Vlad as well. Shop KWK. He's making retros affordable again. So he's doing some raw. MRAA. Got a lot of figures. Big news dropped just recently with him regarding price points on figures. He's got a lot of big stuff going on.
Yeah, he's got Max Moon right now for $14.99. He's got a special on La Resistance, $60 for the pair. So yeah, definitely go check out his store. Use our code Fullyposeable for 10% off. And he did have his New York Toy Fair show this past weekend with Fig Heel. So go check out Fig Heel's YouTube channel. check out that show with Shawn and Shawn's team. They show some stuff. You get to see the Berserker prototype. And of course, we'll have Shawn on this episode, so you'll hear a whole interview with him. But if you want to watch his full New York Toy Fair reveal, hear a ton of stories about how some of these figures came to be, check out Fig Heel's YouTube channel.
All right, let's move over to Mattel. Mattel had a bunch of news. They started off with Mattel Creations last week. They showed off an Awesome Truth 3-pack. This will be Walmart exclusive coming in summer of 25. This was the Miz. This was R-Truth and suited Triple H, I should say, just like the Monday Night Raw, where Triple H unveiled the new tag titles, which those come with, and the table also that the new tag titles sat on. So that is a 3-pack with tons of accessories, including the new WWE tag titles that will be Walmart exclusive in summer 25.
That was from the night after 40, correct?
I don't know if it was the night after. I think it was like a week later or something like that.
It was a week. Oh, okay.
I believe that's, I don't know. April was fuzzy, dude.
Yeah. There was that whole Philly flu thing.
Oh God, the Philly flu. Don't even get me started.
That was rough.
Amazon exclusive. This will be an Ultimate Edition John Cena. He'll come with the basketball jersey that has number 33 on it, hat, and brass knuckles. That is an Ultimate Edition John Cena Amazon exclusive.
WrestleMania 20, specifically John Cena.
Oh, that was WrestleMania 20?
Yep.
Are you getting it?
No, that's a pass for me.
Yeah, it's an easy pass for me as well.
Yep. I've got that Ultimate from his ECW 2006 appearance. That one's good enough for me.
Got it. And now we need heel Cena.
If he changes his outfit, that's something to consider.
He's going to go away from jorts. What does he go to? Like, what's heel? What's the opposite of jorts that makes people bad? Khakis?
like khaki pants?
Yeah, khaki pants.
I think so. Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah. All right.
Jinko jeans or whatever, Junko, whatever they were called.
And he's got to wear jellies.
Jellies. That would definitely be heel Cena.
That is Ultimate Edition Amazon exclusive John Cena. Also coming in the summer of 2025, Elite 118. This will be Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, Solo Sikoa, and Nia Jax. Nia Jax will be the variant. Her variant will be her in red. That is Elite Series 118. And a collector's edition off of 118 is John Cena from WrestleMania 22. He comes with his flasher outfit.
Yes, John Cena as a flasher. Maybe that'll be his heel gimmick. Here's Machine Peen. And he just like, bam, flash, and then...
Here's my little peacemaker. Here you go. So, yes, it'll be from WrestleMania 22. He's got the long black jacket, top hat. I don't think he comes out with any machine guns or anything like that.
I don't think so. No.
Nah.
Machine guns would probably be in bad taste.
Yes.
You can't see Peen. And then he flashes you and he's like, wait, yes, you can.
Okay, maybe that's the beginning of the episode. I always do the cold open, so...
Speaking of cold open, it's Flasher John Cena.
WWE Ultimate Edition 26. This is Scott already kind of jumped the gun a little bit on this, but that's okay. Coming in summer 25. Drew McIntyre, long black robe, 3 heads total, arm gauntlets. That will be Drew McIntyre. Good looking figure, by the way.
It's really good. Yeah, and I need a Drew for the shelf. I don't have any Drew McIntyre figures, so that's the one.
Jey Uso, he'll have a soft goods yeet vest, yeet glasses, and 3 heads total also. And Jimmy Uso, he'll come with a Leia necklace and a no yeet soft goods shirt.
Poor Jimmy Uso, man.
What?
You hate to have a Shawn and a Marty.
He's getting booked on SmackDown. That's good.
He is, but he's not getting any footing, right? Like they're not giving him anything to chew on, right? He's not getting a program. I want to see Jimmy get his due like soon, right? Like if it has to be after Jay, cool, whatever. But like give Jimmy something, man. Don't leave him out. You know, Roman's obviously got his thing. Jay's got his. Give Jimmy something.
All right, let's head on over to Superstars. They showed off the Superstar Series 14. This is the one that has the Great Mutas, the 2 different Great Mutas in it. We've already discussed, but the rest of the figures in this, Iron Sheik with cloth pants and headdress, looks
LJN look.
Diesel with a soft goods shirt, and Zeus with that big godly Zeus soft goods jacket that he used to walk around with. Dude, these superstar figures keep getting better and better.
Yep. And you haven't even gotten to the big one.
The big one, father and son 2-pack, Cody Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes. These are available right now on Mattel Creations. They ship on March 21st. This is Cody Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes again. Dusty comes with the NWA title. It's not your typical Mattel belt. It's just kind of like a cheaply done NWA style belt.
It is. It's okay. Yeah, they did better, way better in that Territories 4-pack.
Agreed. And also, both guys come with soft goods shirts, and Cody comes with the weight belt.
Dusty is just like his 85 look.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Dusty 85. And this set is amazing. It comes in 2-pack form. So it's not 2 individuals. It's the first Superstars 2-pack. It is $50.
Mm-hmm.
How much are Superstars figures right now?
They're about 20 after tax, 21, 22.
Okay. Close enough. I'm like, you do the math. It's fine. It's fine. The presentation is beautiful. This looks awesome and would be really cool, like something to have Cody sign.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude.
Mm-hmm. Have him write something over Dusty. You know, they're just really, really cool set. The presentation is gorgeous.
Did you get any of the Monster High stuff for your daughter?
No, she wasn't interested.
Oh,
she's more. And I was having this conversation with the guy at San Jose Toy Show because he happened to mention that he had a Monster High doll. Peyton is more into the IPs like Beetlejuice, Child's Play, Annabelle, Wednesday, Addams Family. She's more into that kind of stuff, like the intellectual properties. That's what she's more into, mm-hmm. and less about the actual Monster High dolls outside of Draculaura. But her collecting jam is the intellectual properties.
Okay. Also shown off on Mattel Creations today during their Mattel Creations Fest, I guess you want to call it.
Yes, Creations Fest. Good name.
Retros, Bobby Heenan, Ultimate Warrior with the IC title. So he will be coming with the first title available.
Yep.
Well, I shouldn't say first title because the original Hasbro line had the heavyweight title, but
yes,
with Mattel's Retros, this is the first title to be made. So Virgil and King Harley Race. The set is hitting all the feels over here.
You're still in on those Retros, right?
No. This one,
you bounced out.
I bounced out, but this one might kind of.
This one pulls you back in.
Yep.
Just when you think you're out, they go and throw the hook back in you. Yep.
Yep. Unfortunately, all 4 men have passed away. Can't get these signs, so you can pop.
Yeah.
You can pop them open and enjoy the beauty of them. So.
Yeah, that Heenan looks really good too.
Oh, Heenan looks fantastic. I still like the Epic one, but.
Yes, agree.
From the Vault series that's coming out that was shown off on Mattel Creations, Hornswoggle. This will be the Hornswoggle where he was in DX gear, if you guys remember that one. Boogeyman, John Cena as prototype. It's a little bit different from the Toys R Us exclusive prototype that was released back in the day. It does come with an extra head. It's different. And referee, John Cone, which I'm going to be 100% honest on this. That sucks for the people that wanted to do the Build-A-Figure John Cone and had to go buy all of that set. They're just re-releasing it. It's like,
yeah,
I got to call it out on that one, dude. That's messed up.
Yeah, well, wait till they put the Disciple in the From the Vault series.
Well, then I'm going to be in on it. I'll be like, yes, I got my Disciple.
Safe to say, we won't be getting that Vince McMahon WrestleMania 3 figure.
That's yeah, we can chalk that one up as a loss. So they kind of went through this pretty quick. WWE Ultimate, CM Punk. This is 2007 era CM Punk.
Yes. Yep.
ECW title and a soft good shirt. This is 2007 look CM Punk. They did mention on Mattel Creations, you will be able to get Legends figures. So the Target exclusives. You will be able to get the Monday Night War figures on there as well as Ultimate Monday Night War figures. They did show off a new Big Papa Pump WCW Ultimate also. He's in red trunks and it's Big Papa Pump from WCW.
He got the big gold belt. He's got the chain mesh headpiece. Yeah, it's Big Papa Pump a la like 1999.
Yep. Also, Ultimate form was Undertaker, purple and black with the mask as well.
Yeah. So 1994 Undertaker.
Yes.
That one will be at Target in the fall.
Yep, exactly. Also, shown off on Mattel Creations, Ultimate Edition Greatest Hits, Razor Ramon, Green Tights, and IC Title. So basically, it's Razor Ramon from the purple when he was wearing purple, but just now green.
It's actually Razor from the Raw's War 3-pack that had Undertaker and 1-2-3 Kid. That Razor was in green.
Yes, but that was an Elite style. This is in Ultimate.
Well, yeah. But take that outfit and put on an Ultimate, and that's this Razor.
Also in the Greatest Hits line, Roman Reigns, World Title, and a lay. And that rounds out everything Mattel Creations showed us, which, as Scott said earlier, when him and I were messaging about the Mattel Creations stuff, what's cool is this gets us excited for Access or the World or whatever for WrestleMania season to go look at the figures that they're going to have on display. So this is kind of a teaser to whet the appetite.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm super excited to go and see Steve and see Bill and shake their hands and just try to chat them up a little bit and then get a good look at all those new figures that are coming out. I cannot wait.
Shake their glands, you pervert.
Well, I mean, do what you got to do to get those exclusive picks, Jeff.
Exclusive picks and shaking glands. Holy shit, dude.
Hey, what happens in Vegas?
What happens in Vegas? I'm telling every single soul.
I'm taking pictures.
Speaking of souls. None. And that rounds out the Mattel Creations. Scott, we have an interview with Shawn that I really want to get into because I want people to listen to this because it's really interesting how Shawn went about and made retros affordable again. Raw. So let's jump into our interview with Shawn. We're already making Shawn laugh on this episode. Welcome, Shawn, back to Fully Poseable. How you doing, man?
I've been good. Been all right. Not so bad so far. Been extremely busy.
So we've heard. So we were making you laugh because you're not doing MAGA, you're doing MRAA, making retros affordable again.
MRAA. Sounds like I'm writing Thundercats or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Right. So MRAA stands for Making Retros Affordable Again, which, Shawn, you are doing. Congratulations. You have cracked the proverbial code, I guess you could say, of making retros affordable again.
Yeah. I mean, I think that shocked quite a lot of people, including Scott.
Yeah, that price point is really hitting a lot of collector sweet spots, man. That's incredible. I mean, you're talking $14.99 right now for Max Moon, and you've got future releases coming out. You've got a couple that aren't going to be at the next price point, but most of them are going to be at the $15.99 price point.
Yes.
Which is unheard of in today's collector's market for a retro product. That price point is literally batshit crazy.
Well, unless it's Mattel. But, they're a way bigger company now.
That's mass produced, right?
Yeah.
So I've got a gazillion questions for you. With most retro companies going $39.99, $45, $40, whatever it may be.
We were the most expensive ones, and I don't mind saying that. And if I'm quiet, I'm doing something at the back.
Yeah.
So, for the last 3-4 months, and I was dead quiet most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking in my head, how am I going to lay this out? I mean, let's be honest, we weren't doing great with Lars Stones. Don't mind saying that. People are not really buying into Lars Stones, and I get that. They weren't in the era and things like that. So, number one thing was, I went through all the IPs that we had. And at that time, we had a total of 48 IPs, and quite a lot of them they're still signed with us. We just shelved them that are more of a modern names or names that didn't quite fit the Hasbro sort of retro era. Mm-hmm. So what are we gonna do with them? And that was the sad part where I had to go to these talents or mention to these talents, okay, I know I said I was going to be releasing these, but these are not going to happen for now because, economic reasons or or whatnot. So, explain that to them, right away. And because, say, for example, ODB was so eager to have her own figure.
Right.
I sent ODB an email right away and go, I'm not going to waste your time. So, here's the release. And there you go, because there were multiple times where, she said she didn't want to wait. So, and I didn't want to make her wait either. So,
okay. So no ODB coming.
No ODB coming. So, officially, the ones that we saw before is now an unreleased item. And she's no longer with us, so we're not going to release that.
So can you send the prototype my way, please?
I don't even have it. Joe has it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah, I don't even have it. Yeah,
okay.
I don't even have it. Yeah.
Can you send me Joe's deets? I'm gonna hit him
well,
up.
you contact him. You contact him.
But Shawn, they may not be coming in retro form. But do you have maybe another scale in mind? I know we've kind of teased it in the past with you. Are you going down that avenue yet, or is retro 100% of your focus at the new price points?
Wait until SDCC to find out.
I like it. Okay.
SDCC to find out. Yeah.
Okay.
There's something I'm working on. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Right.
Okay.
I'm waiting until around May to really lock in talents. So, getting the prototype ready will probably take us about a month. That's somewhat around the time frame. So
okay, can we have a little hint on where this might be going? So
no, I'm not going to say anything about it right now.
Okay, is it narrowing your focus or is it expanding your focus on who you're signing?
If I give a hint right now, people are going to be able to guess it. I mean, say for example, before when I was doing right?
Yes.
Making retros affordable. People were already, kind of have an idea because, people that know me knows that I'm not just going to drop something like that unless I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
People are thinking, and there were people already talking about, rumor that was going around before I even announced it, saying that, hey, what, Shawn may be dropping it to 15. I mean, I was initially going to drop to $12.99 had it not been the tariffs.
I kind of want to stick on that real quick because a lot of people are going to hear that retros are $14.99.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people first thing in their heads are, where did he cut corners? Are the figures cheaply made? Are there's a lot of questions that go on because most of us know already regarding figures that, more deco equals more money. And
you set a pretty high bar, Shawn, with your previous offerings. You set a pretty high bar, to be honest.
So my question is, I know you aren't the type of person to cut corners.
Mm-hmm.
So how were you able to make this happen?
Oh, I knew people were going to ask me that.
Well, it was going to be
Jeff.
It was going to be me, probably.
No, it's not that. It's just, I know a lot of people were asking the same question. It's like, how the hell can you do it when everyone else, if they're doing it for sale for like, 30, they're already screaming, hey, I'm not making much out of it.
Right.
And here I am cutting it in half. I can't say the details so much, but let's just say there was some investment made with the factory.
So you sold your soul. So you sold your soul to the Rock. I got it.
Final boss showed up.
Final boss showed up. Yeah, got it.
We have $15 figures.
I like it actually.
Raw.
That was something happened late last year, and there was an opportunity came up, and that opportunity was something that I just didn't think that I should refuse. So that's really much the reason.
Okay.
And that's also one of the reasons why I was flying so much to the factory between, what was it, November, December, January.
I remember
so
that.
It was like basically once each month. And when I was there, I would usually be there for like 4 or 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, like initially when I told the team about the pricing, and we're not even talking about $14.99, we were talking about $12.99 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's before the tariffs. And the team was going like, are you kidding me? And, oh God, like Mark and Joe were strongly against it, and you guys met them, and Mark obviously,
Right.
and they were very vocal, and that was for like a couple of months and a couple of weeks, in fact, and I go, I really had to lay it out, in front of them and things like that. The cheaper that they are, more variants we got now. Might just as well, right? Before people would go, hey, you know what? For $45, you're coming out with that many variants. To me, was that if the market was better, and that was the first half of last year, and you see the sudden change like right away, second half of the year. But the first half of the year, we got Yoshi, which everybody was telling me, oh, you shouldn't be making 4, but here we are, and we almost sold out of Yoshi now.
Nice.
Like, we have very, very tiny, a little bit left.
Nice.
So, I'm going to be taking a little bit with me to the Philippines Wednesday, and may see if I sell a couple there while Yoshi's wrestling. So,
perfect.
Once September hits, I was smelling something that wasn't right. And usually with me is that, if I smell something not right, I'll stop digging into it quietly. And then, that's when I had to break it to, say, for example, Sam Adonis, and, and go, look, it's not doing it. I mean, not having lunch, dinner with Sam while he was in Tokyo, and then November came, and, I had to tell him, I go, we got to push that back until later. He wasn't angry or whatever, but
is he still under a contract to you?
He is. Sam still is, and
Okay.
we are looking for ways to possibly coming out with it, but we'll see what happens.
So can I go back to the quality? Can you guarantee that the quality of the figures are still the same?
Quality will be the same. Don't worry about that.
Okay, because I have the original Max Moon. I've got the La Resistance. Figures are excellent.
I mean, if
the Mantar,
yeah.
I mean, if anything, at least, and that's one thing that a lot of people have a wrong perception of it, and I've seen it in forums. I've seen it with people talking and stuff like that. We still working with the same factory. It's not like we jumped to the third factory or whatever. We're working with the same factory.
Well, I think Shawn's word goes a long way in saying that the quality is going to be the same, because basically out of all of these indie companies, like outside of like Jazzwares, Mattel, I think Shawn's been the most transparent in terms of, here's some curveballs that were thrown at me. I want to be upfront with you guys. Things are delayed. This isn't going right, so I'm doing this to fix it. All of these things have popped up. You've addressed every single one of them. You've been completely transparent, unlike some other companies. One specifically, I won't drop their name, that has yet to drop any news for about 3-4 months now on their product. But that's aside from the point. So what I'm saying, Shawn, is your word goes a long way, because you have been the most transparent, independent wrestling figure company, in my opinion, over the last year and a half. So kudos to you. If you say the quality's there, then, that's good enough for me.
I mean, at least I can say this. I mean, and some people were telling me that, some of the stuff with Series 2, the plastic were not quite strong compared to Series 1. Here was the thing with Series 1. Series 1's plastic figures were too heavy. They were just way too heavy to ship.
Are you talking about Mantar with the bullhead?
No, it wasn't just Mantar. It was overall. It was Mantar.
PN News.
It was PN News, it was Max Moon, and it was also Yoshi. That the bottom part of their bodies were all solids. Even if Mantar PN News parts, you still connect the legs to the hips and stuff like that. But they were solid plastic. Because of that, it cost a lot more to ship. So, I made the decision when we went to second factory and go, okay, you know what, can we make this lighter? So, shipping would not cost me an entire leg afterwards.
Right.
Because my deals with, that's one reason why we got there are a lot of distributors taking us on.
Out of curiosity, has any competitors reached out to you trying to figure out how you were able to accomplish such low price on MRAA?
That's a good question.
No.
Okay. Interesting.
No, because we're doing different
Okay.
jump shop dog, trying things out with me in Australia, for example. We talked and he asked, and I explained to him. Obviously that's why he's carrying the Max Moon right now. He wanted to test it out and see how things go. In Australia, if things do go well, then what will happen is that he will officially carry KWK figures in the long run. So, Australian collectors, if you're listening, support Jump Shop, then you can guarantee in the long run that KWK brand, you guys will have a local distributor, then you don't have to eat up $20-something on shipping.
And on top of that, speaking of distributors, not only Junk Shop Dog over in Australia, you've also linked up with J&J Figures.
Yes.
Out here, so it's another place for us out here in the States to get figures.
Yeah. I mean, also there's the Earth Warrior products out in Ohio. Those deals were reached during Chinese New Year. I mean, in fact, later today, I'm going to be talking to another potential distributor.
Oh, nice.
For
where?
In the U.S., yes. In the U.S.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's stuff that's working on, and people were talking about things like, don't you think it'll be saturated or whatever? No, because the way I see it is that, a lot of times, and it's really interesting now, I realize that it's not just the brand that people have loyalty, in terms of different brands, different companies and stuff like that. It's also the distributors that people have loyalty to as well. People may not like to buy from Asylum, but may want to buy from J&J Figures. And, you have people that, I don't want to buy from J&J, I may want to try out this new company, the Earth Warrior products. So that's where it gets very interesting for the whole thing. That they have their own respected clientele.
There's an upstart company that you might want to look into. It's called Amazon.
Oh.
Upstart.
I
think I've heard of them.
That got me. I've been saying, okay, so here's the thing. And allow me to use this opportunity here to talk about it.
Sure. That
if you are a whatnot seller, if you are an eBay seller, and we already have eBay seller, Square Circle Toys, they're doing pre-orders on eBay. If you are an Etsy seller, if you are, Amazon seller, for example, I want to hear from you guys. Like,
okay,
come talk to us. Like I said, we do low entry, low minimum amounts. I mean, no company's going to do stuff like I do. I want people to make money. And let's be honest, Max Moon, when it comes out in stock, the RRP that I gave to all distributors, and I told them it's going to be $18.99. Still cheap. In comparison to most retros, but
totally.
But I feel that there has to be a certain markup for the perks for the people that, and not by a whole lot, but if you want to take the wait and see approach, sure. And I got a question the other day and go, are you going to overproduce and stuff like that? No, I don't have to. That's the thing. I don't have to.
So we've got all the backstage stuff out of the way.
Right.
Let's talk about some names that you've got coming up. As of right now, for pre-order, you've got Max Moon up for $14.99.
Oh, and one thing on that Max Moon, Jeff, real quick. No accessories with that figure, because I had heard you say, Shawn, out of respect to the collectors that jumped in on the first Comet Kid / Max Moon, you wanted to basically retain that collectability to that specific figure. So this one offered at $14.99 does not have any accessories with it.
You're completely right. And not only that, I mean, another thing is that for $14.99, you want accessories with that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're collectors. We're entitled, dude.
We're entitled. We're entitled. Us.
Whoever is pushing for that narrative, I'm like, come on. It's like the other day. It's like the other day that there were people asking me about the suspenders for Barry Horowitz.
Yes, I saw that.
You know, they asked, "Oh, how come it's not separate accessory?"
Yeah.
And I go, if you want to pay extra $5 for the accessory, yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's do that. The guy went quiet, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, let's be fair. A lot of the Hasbros didn't come with accessories, right? It was a select few that did. It wasn't every single one of them. But that kind of leads into another question, Shawn, is now that you've done Max Moon in this format, the less expensive, the MRAA format, if you will, is there a chance that we see Mantar or PN News again?
No. Well,
done. Those names are retired off of your...
Mantar, it's, I was saying 80% no.
Okay.
PN News, depending on one thing. This new distributor potential distributor I'm talking to, they also do a lot of stuff with wrestlers.
Okay.
So there's a certain collaboration work needed, to produce a new PN News figure is a possibility.
Okay.
I'm not completely saying yes. I'm not completely saying no, because if it was just under the KWK brand, I would say straight up no.
Okay. Got it. So Mantar's 80% no. PN News is mostly no, but there's...
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
chance of yes.
said before, highly unlikely you're not going to see Mantar.
Got it.
Very, very unlikely.
Okay.
Unless something drastic change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
In news, I would say it's a 50-50.
Okay.
Judging on the current situation. But, even if we do come out with PN News, the chances are you're not going to see the blue one, like with that particular one, unless we adopt a certain color change.
Okay, got it. And probably no accessories with it. It wouldn't be one of your upgraded figures. It would just be...
We will see. We'll see. And the prices may be different.
By the way, I like doing this. I like going on to eBay, checking sold listings. I wanted to check out your Mantar figure. Have you checked it out, the sold listings lately?
I think it's like, $200 something.
What?
Sold on February 9th. The last one, which was on the red card, $250. Well, $249.98. So it's just round up to $250.
There's your collectability, Shawn.
No wonder a friend of mine was asking me to liquidate for him the other day. Like he bought for pre-order. He bought 4 sets of Mantar. He ended up keeping one blue one, and then he sent me 7 of them. So 4 red, 3 blue.
Wow.
And I know there were a couple of collectors that wanted it, and they were like, "Oh, we're not paying eBay prices." So I asked the guy how much you want to sell for. We roughly calculated to about $125 for the blue card, and $100 for the red card. I still have 4 red cards left. All the blue cards were gone, like within a day.
Wow.
So speaking of the blue card, the last blue card to sell on eBay, January 16th for $300.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that one I know. I know who sold it to.
Oh, I swear it wasn't me, dude. I swear to God, it wasn't me.
I know. It was. I know it was a customer. It was a customer of mine. It was like, yeah. I thought I had 2 sets. Might just well sell one. I was like, more power to you.
Wow.
You've got to feel good though that a figure you made was right up there with the likes of the King Harley race figure.
Right.
That's got to make you feel good, man. Like something you produced, something that
was beating out Hasbro's.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's the thing. I have always been very proud on every single one that the brand has come up with. No doubt. And knowing the fact that we were able to keep a certain consistency in terms of the quality, right from the get-go all the way till now, we have shown improvements as well along the way. It's not something that people look at and go, "Oh, that's a shit figure,"
right?
Like stuff like that. I mean, you guys have had those in your hands, and I'm sure you guys can probably vouch for me on that one. That every single one of them have been satisfactory.
100%. Absolutely.
100%, yeah.
And it's not something like people hold up and go, oh man, you know what, this is a bunch of crap, stuff like that. No.
PN News last sold on the red card, sold for $80 on February 17th. And there was a blue card that sold for $75 on January 26th.
I'm really happy with it. I mean, to me, as I know for one thing, big guys always sell well anyway.
Yeah. And now I'm checking out all your figures on eBay to see what you're doing good over here, Shawn. You're doing good.
That Mantar is something else. I can't believe that. Wow.
We
told you guys to jump in. Just saying. We told you guys to jump in.
No, seriously. I mean, people were, oh, we'll see.
But when it's gone, it's gone.
And then, I got this really angry email a while back that I just laughed and I just kind of deleted it because, what was I supposed to do? You're making scalpers happy for doing that and all that kind of stuff. I was like, huh? It was on pre-order for a whole month.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. And it's not like I wasn't around pushing it. I was pushing it like virtually daily on Instagram, on Facebook, on X and stuff like that. And was like, you were feeding off to the scalpers. I was like,
no.
That's
a lack of information.
It was there for pre-order.
Yep.
And we had like I think it was like 80 leftovers for people to purchase.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking
at and every single time I've said it, I said, I wasn't going to make a lot extra.
So I'm looking at the Max Moon. I'm looking at the ones on eBay that sold. The last one that sold was on the red card, March 3rd for $125.
Wow.
Hold on. The one before that one sold on March 1st for $175.
Oh man, that's awesome.
The highest was on January 16th for $225.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, okay, I sold 2 and I got flamed for it.
On eBay?
At my store that I sold for $200 each.
Oh, and you got dragged through the coals on it?
Yeah, well, I mean, they were like found behind the boxes and stuff like that. And I was just like, I only got 2. So
yeah,
my team got upset with me for doing that too.
No.
Oops.
And I was like, yeah, and I was like, there were 2, and I was just like, just put them on there, see who bites.
Yeah.
I didn't think too much of it.
So I do need to ask another hard question.
Yeah.
So with the lower price point, accessories going to be cut down?
Yes, accessories straight up are going to be cut down. I mean, if we are making accessories, the tooling cost is going to be higher, obviously.
Agreed.
But I will try not to charge by that much.
Okay.
That all depends on the figure and the production cost. In fact, I'll try to keep it below $30 if I can.
Okay.
Which is still cheap. I mean,
that's still really good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try to keep it as low as below $30 if I can.
Okay.
I don't know about Flash Funk because that's going to be in October, which is so far away. But you guys were there when I told Charles, what I was going to do with the figure. The pendant, the hat, the main coat, and we have to make extra arms for the main coat. So there's a lot of accessories going in for Flash Funk. The Berserker, probably you guys have seen the proto images already.
Yeah, the helmet, the sword, the shield.
Right, removable helmet, removable sword, removable shield. That's all going to cost extra. So,
right.
Yeah, I mean, we'll I haven't even talked to the factory about it yet. Because we got to Barry, we got to Ox. So, we basically lay down the prices and go, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and after that we'll deal with the next 3. Yeah.
That's one of the things I wanted to ask about. Flash Funk, top hat, jacket, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Berserker, shield, sword, stuff like that.
You don't need to hit the hard W on sword, dude. It's okay. You
It's
can
like-
say sword and not sword.
I don't understand. I need my cool whip. Anyway.
So, Shawn, when we had you on for San Diego Comic-Con this past year, you had shown a line of basically, like, I call them deluxe figures. They had more stuff with them. So is that kind of going to be now like your select few during the course of the year? For example, Berserker and Flash Funk this year will kind of be your quote unquote like deluxe figures with a higher price point, and then you'll have your main line, which are going to be your $15.99 price point.
That's the direction that I'm pushing for. I mean, you know, for Series 1, Series 2, you know, I pushed for every single accessory on every single one of figure because, you know, we want to be different.
Yeah, you went big.
Yeah, but then I was looking at the whole landscape of things this, you know, back in November, and I've realized one thing. Hasbro has always been basic, simplistic, and unless it's necessary, like you need to make it happen, then you know, I just don't think that it's a point of doing that.
Got it.
So you know, that's why you see, say, for example, we cut down a lot of accessories for Oxbreaker because he was gonna have the vest, he was gonna have the gurney.
Yeah, I was gonna say the stretcher or whatever was coming with him too. Yeah, you had shown off a lot of stuff with him.
Just go, okay, you know, those are gone. I mean, I wasn't gonna gonna charge people an extra, say, you know, $6 or $7 on the stretcher.
Yeah.
Or you know, an extra $5 or $3 or whatever on the vest.
Mm-hmm.
And Ox itself as a figure, I think it looks great already. I mean, you know, look at
really does.
Their part that marked it, you know, phenomenal. Yeah, it looks really good already. To I think that people will enjoy and willing to buy. So I just didn't think that we need to go that far with it. You know, if we're going back to this, you know, part where simplistic is the key, you know, unless it's necessary. I mean, you know, if, say, for example, if Taka Michinoku was made right now, he will still have the entrance gown, entrance robe, because you know, it just looked good with the jumper on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, jumper itself, it's not desirable. Let's be honest. But you know, if it was now, I'll still make it with the rope, which we are still fixing the size to fit it right now. That's why we you know, we have a certain, you know, certain delay to see the samples because of that. Because the other day I was shown to that, I go, okay, this is way too bulky. You know, I go, you know, this had to trim down a bit because of the material. I say you need to use a slightly thinner material, so you know, they're working on that. But, you know, I mean, it's, say, for example, something like Bunakano, right? Bunakano, we had a lot of accessories for her initially.
Mm-hmm.
You know, interchangeable heads, and you know, we were thinking about the should we do an entrance rope for her and stuff like that. It was all of that, and you know, now we are, we may come with a set of nunchucks, and just probably that will be it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that one going to be at your $15.99 price point, Shawn? So basically just that, and then that's what
I'll be pushing for. That's what I'll be pushing for. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Is that kind of, and I know Jeff's going to get into your pre-orders here in a little bit, the names that you've got and what month they're going to be available for pre-order. Is this kind of your template moving into 2026 as well, as one pre-order per month and maybe 3, possibly 4 deluxe figures per year?
I haven't thought of it that far.
Okay.
You know, we have about 80% of the lineup set for 2026.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on a couple of, I would say big names, but you know, a couple of legendary names for the 2026 lineup. I have been talking to one legend since last August, and you know, on the day of the showcase for New York Toy Fair, which was last week, you know, he finally said, okay, you know, I'm gonna sign the deal. You know, he still hasn't signed it yet. I'm still waiting on it. But, you know, he's already said that, you know, he's in. Also, I'm probably going to look at some names, and I have this short list that if a talent that already has a figure with a different company will most likely not make it. That's just how we do things.
Mhm.
Okay.
You guys probably will bring up the Barry Hallwood situation, so I'm gonna just address it right now.
We'll go for it.
We have a deal with Barry.
Mhm.
So, whatever he does with other companies, that's going to be on him. That's all I can say. Whatever that he has with other people, that's going to be on him. I know for one thing that he showed absolute support to us. I mean, he has even shown his figure already to his Facebook account and his socials and things like that. He enjoys working with us, and he has come out and said, we have been the most professional out of, any of the companies that he has talked to, he has signed with previously. So, I think that says something about us.
Absolutely. Yep. 100%.
I do like how you kind of brought up that not every figure needs accessories. Because if you do go back to the Hasbro line, and even a lot of the retro companies that are out, competitors of yours, they don't have accessories.
Right.
Making fun of it or anything. I'm just saying, like Jack Tunney.
Right.
No accessories. It's just a blue suit. Looks good. But that's a kind of a good way to look at it and help bring down the production cost on your end too. So
For sure.
Yeah. I know how your brain works, Shawn. Like if you get a guy's name under a deal, you're thinking to the moon, no pun intended, to Max Moon. But
that's me. Like, okay, so here's the thing. Going back to that legend that I was talking about, all right, I haven't even got the contract back from him yet, and the team is already thinking of, okay, how many attires we can work on him? What kind of accessories we can bring for him? Like, what kind of color hair are we gonna have for him? Under which attire and stuff like that.
Right.
We were already thinking about that. Yeah.
So multicolored hair on this performer, you're saying?
Did I just slip that out?
I'm going to put that at the beginning of the show.
That's our teaser.
That one out? Oh. No. Yeah, he has a different color in his
Okay.
group.
All right. Well, speaking of those pre-order dates.
And it's not Asuka, just so you guys know.
Mikey Whipwreck.
Mikey. Does he work? I don't know. We'll see. He's not on the list, though, just so you guys know. Mikey's not on the list.
Let's get into those pre-orders. All right, for this month. And again, these can be pre-ordered at Asylum for North American, or for the States. J&J.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Collectibles.
No, not Rock and Roll.
No Rock and Roll?
Not Rock and Roll.
Okay.
Don't know what's going on with Stewart. Love Stewart and everything. We talk, about once a month, every 2 months.
Okay.
Don't know what's going on. He, if he still wants to do business, I'm not hard to be fined. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got J&J, you got Asylum, your store, shopkwk.com.
Right. Wrestling merch in Canada.
Wrestling merch in Canada. Who's the Australian?
Junk Shop Dog.
Junk Shop Dog.
Brand Adam. Yeah.
Yep. So you've got.
But here's the thing with Junk Shop Dog. He is carrying Max Moon for now to test the market.
Okay.
So if it goes well, he will continue to carry the KWK brand.
Got it.
Okay.
But if not, then he won't. So like I said before, if Australian collectors, you want to have someone in Australia to carry your product, to carry the KWK brand product, and we have shown our lineup for this year. All of the names, very desirable names, that if you guys want to continue to purchase without paying so high of a shipping fee, you guys need to go with Junk Shop Dog.
Okay, so for pre-order dates, Max Moon is now for the month of March.
Yeah.
Ox Baker, month of April.
We haven't decided whether it's Ox Baker or Barry Horowitz yet.
Okay.
So it's either one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're interchangeable.
April, May. Then.
So either one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are the next 2 months. Oxbaker and Barry Horowitz will either be April, May.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Berserker, the one everybody's excited about. Berserker will be the pre-order in June and will be in the blue and brown attire, correct?
Some fans contacted us about the attire.
Okay.
Apparently, there's a reddish brown one rather than a brown one, and there was also a slightly lighter blue one. So there's a big possibility, and Mark and I are looking into that, and possibly we may come up with 4 versions.
Oh wow! Oh. So not just blue and brown then.
That one will be interesting. We haven't decided yet, so it'll be 2 to 4.
Okay,
right
was the
That's
reddish
fantastic.
was like the reddish brown like a house show type outfit or something? Because
I think it was worn in SummerSlam '92.
okay, that was the reddish brown.
We didn't really look at it because we were just, I'm a little bit colorblind. So,
Okay.
That's why a lot of times, when I look at colors, for lack of a better term, I can fuck up big time.
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
I'm red-green colorblind, but, not in a big way, but slightly. So, even at times, if I try to recognize purple to blue, I get mixed up at times too.
Okay. For the month of July, it'll be Bull Nakano.
Mm-hmm.
And for the month of August, by the way, you've got me on this one.
Yeah, well done.
Well done. Yes, you got me on that one.
That's crazy.
We are considering to max out the entire well done in terms of the tires.
Oh, you're just
awesome.
gonna go balls out like all the attires.
We are considering that, and Mark has been pushing heavily on that.
And Shawn, are these single or double packs?
Well done, and Orient Express afterwards is going to be both double packs.
Nice.
Awesome. Tag team sets. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's a Hasbro jam from back in the day, and that is just, it looks so good.
I mean, at first I was thinking, individual packs and whatever, and more people are telling us you need to go with double packs. You need to go with double packs.
Yeah.
So, I said, okay, let's go with that.
It's going to look incredible. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, because like before I was thinking, maybe not, but now I'm thinking, if people are asking for that, and people have been, how wrestling fans are. Wrestling fans are very vocal.
Oh yeah.
And
I feel attacked.
No, I'm just saying that they're vocal. They're passionately vocal. I'm not saying that they're negatively vocal.
No, they're entitled.
But yeah,
We want accessories.
words in my mouth. But the way I look at it is that at the end of the day, collectors want to look at a certain thing that they want. And, if that's something that we can do, that can work within our structure, then yes, we'll definitely do it. Prime example, the law resistance again. I don't know why I keep on going back to law resistance. We had 11 changes from pre-pro all the way to production, because of this whole thing. So, at first people were saying, oh, they don't look like Hasbro, they look more like Ramco. Okay, so we go back to the changes. Okay. The decals, by the time we the decals got to the factory, it didn't work. That cost me another $1,000 on the production cost because the decals just didn't work.
Oh man.
So all of those decals that were initially going to go on the figures were all scrapped. They were all thrown away.
Oh man.
And they had to be redo and get the new decals to come in. That cost me an extra $1,000.
Oof.
I think it was it? No, it wasn't even just $1,000. It was in today's currency, I think it's somewhere around $1,300. Yeah.
Well, let's hope you recoup a ton of it on the new Make Retros Affordable Again campaign.
And that's something that people don't know about is that, one mistake in production that you got to redo, it will cost you a ton.
Ugh.
Right.
Like if you can identify it beforehand, yes, it'll be fine. But a lot of times, because of running change, you don't realize it.
Yeah.
And, once you get to that stage, you can't just go, just throw these figures away. You can't. You lose a lot more. So you know what happens. You need to put a little bit more into that.
Yeah.
You already mentioned it, Orient Express for the month of September. I can see them having a couple of outfits.
Well, there's only two. Let's be honest.
That's why I said a couple.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. I mean, we can't go with a gold or silver one. To go with it. So it's just red or black. That's what they wore. Let me say this first before I slip my mind. I was talking to Pat Tanaka's agent the other day, and he go, yeah, Pat hates wearing boots. So I go, once he said to me, I go, okay, tell Pat when we have the prototype done, we're gonna have him barefoot.
Okay. Oh, I was wondering, have you decided yet what the price point's going to be since you're going with a 2-pack instead of a single? Is the price going to just slide up with that, or is there going to be a special 2-pack price?
Don't quote me on it yet, but
okay.
Again, for 2-packs, I hope I can get it down to somewhere around $30 or so.
Okay.
I hope.
Which for a 2-pack that's insane.
Yeah.
That is in this market is insane.
And to round out the up to now for the pre-orders in the month of October is Flash Funk. So hopefully you guys wrote all those down for each month. You got some good figures coming out. You got my money on some of these. Damn you, Shawn.
I'm telling you, I got a lot of questions about Great Kabuki.
I was going to ask. Mm-hmm.
And for people asking about Great Kabuki is still coming. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
A deluxe figure, I take it, considering all the accessories we saw at San Diego Comic-Con when we had John.
We are still weighing on whether we'll keep it more of a deluxe form or not.
Okay.
Yeah, because, let's be honest, his most famous look, in terms for the Western fans was probably 1994 Rumble.
Yep. Yes. Exactly.
So, he didn't wear all those. But that's a 2026 question.
Yeah, deal with it later.
So, that's like way later. We got too many that we still need to think about before that.
Well, you have quite the work ahead of you for 2025, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm already burned out.
No, you're not.
I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people were like saying to me the other day, how come you got so many distributors and stuff like that? I don't even have time to focus on the business stuff, and it's a big difficulty to juggle between the business side of things and also the shipping side of things. Mm-hmm. That's why from the Max Moon, we are looking at more distributors, so they will do the shipping instead of me. And, that's why we got the UK headquarters as well, is because, then all the UK shipping can go, boom, straight to the UK. So, like I said, the more distributors, the easier for me.
The more you can take off your plate, the better, Shawn.
Yeah, I mean, then I can focus more on the business stuff. I can focus more on the QC of the figures.
Well, Shawn, thank you for coming on. Do we get to see you for San Diego Comic-Con?
Well, are you guys free this time around?
We are free.
Yes.
Yes,
we will be free for it.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll pencil it in. And let's bring on Fig Heel. The more the merrier. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it for SDCC.
All right.
Sure.
I think if things go according to plan, SDCC is going to be great.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then I look forward to receiving my MRAA hat, making retros affordable again. My MRAA hat. I will wear it proudly.
Should I make it red as well?
Nope.
Oof.
Shouldn't do that. Let's not do that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not in California.
About that.
Well, Shawn, thank you for coming on. We look forward to seeing you at San Diego Comic-Con. We'll have you on before then. We got to promote the hell out of it. because everybody is looking forward to having you back on, blasting us with a bunch of news for San Diego Comic-Con. So, Shawn, thank you very much for coming on, man.
Thank you, Shawn.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fullyposeable. Let's go. Jeff and Scott, the Toon Brothers, busting out the ring, but we don't take it out the box. MOC. Happy toy hunting. We'll see you next week. We're the OGs of WFP. Fullyposeable, thank you all for listening. It ain't no storyline, real life siblings. So everybody go and do your toy spotting. #FigLife, adios from the Kings.